I think next year, though, I think they might be keeping it in the same order.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Yeah, because
Oh, there's
this year they
20
did
in the
Bahrain.
Renault.
This year they did.
Did you see what happened with 20 in Tier 1?
I didn't know.
Oh, if you watch the stream, you'll see. But in lap 1, he caused a crash, causing 3 or 4 cars to smash into the back of cars. I was involved in it.
Mm,
Then he actually made me retire because he made a rash attempt of an overtake and slammed me into the wall, pretty much.
mm. Yeah, next season the schedule's, with the exception, there is a flip, but it's not Bahrain and China. Bahrain stay in second and China stay in third. Mexico and the U.S. are flipping.
Yeah, I think it's good how they have Mexico and US together because it just means that they kind of
Mm,
get their own North American season. Because there is only 3 countries really that are possible
yeah,
candidates for F1
I,
Grand Prix
I,
up there, obviously,
I
and they
just
all
think,
host a race
yeah, I just think like if anything, they should move Mexico and the U.S. up and do Canada, Mexico, and the U.S.
together.
in a row.
Because it kind of, because like if you get it, what I mean, Europe have their own European season, and I'm not even being
Yeah.
funny, but Canada stops it from being like 10 races, 11 races, 12 races, doesn't it?
Mm,
Because it's
yeah.
just slap bang in the middle of all of it.
Yeah. And they can't really move Canada down to where Mexico and U.S. are because that's late October, early November, and then it starts snowing up here around that time, and that could pose some problems because next year the season's supposed to start on the 17th of March and go to the 1st of December.
Yeah, I've heard. Abu Dhabi is taking. They've already confirmed that Abu Dhabi will be. Um, it's guaranteed that Abu Dhabi will be on the 1st of December. It's staying as the season finale, which I don't like it being the season finale, if I'm honest. It has no racing there. Whereas Brazil, that's one of the best tracks, isn't it, for racing, isn't
It
it?
is.
Even though it's not really, you wouldn't think of it as. Like in league racing, it's not, is it? Because no one's brave enough to go for an overtake or anything, are they?
Mm. I think though, like if anything, because they want to expand the schedule, they should bring Korea back. India was half decent.
Mhm.
Those are at least two of them that I'd bring back.
They're saying that they're doing one in Miami, but then that's pretty much breaking their own rules of having 2 races in one country. But then, really, USA, you could have 4, 5 countries in that country, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Same with Russia, you could have like 8 countries in there. I'm not being funny,
Because
but Great Britain is a tiny country and they still have a race there, don't they? So
yeah,
they could probably have multiple races in certain countries, just not every country, if you know what I mean. Because they need to make them far away. So wait, I'm not sure. Like I think Texas and Miami are quite far away, aren't they? Or are they? Like
not really.
okay. But what then they would need to do is just make them quite far away from each other. So like Britain, they couldn't have one because really, if they're gonna add another track in, it's gonna be in what's it called, Brands Hatch, aren't they?
Mm.
And I've
Yeah,
actually
they were
been to Brands
supposed
Hatch
to.
before, and it's a good track. Oh,
They they were supposed to actually run another Grand Prix in the United States starting in 2013 in New Jersey, which is farther away. But like that fell through. Now that's not even being considered.
do you remember the street circuit? I forget what it is. It was in a parking lot, literally in
Port,
America.
Port Imperial.
I can't. I wasn't even alive back then, but they had one in a parking lot. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah. Because I know, like, I want to see what the track layout is. Because if the track layout for the one that they were going to have back then is better than Miami, they should just. Oh, it looks similar.
I'm gonna quickly go for 2 seconds, alright? I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm back. But, my most viewed video on YouTube is actually a commentated league race. I know it seems crazy, but this was an old league called TFRL that I raced for.
Mm,
Actually, I'll go to my YouTube channel now and check it. But one of my other leagues are actually racing their highest league right now as well.
with TNC, I was supposed to make the jump up from GP3 to F1 for this coming season. They even did it at the end of the previous season,
Do you remember the
where
game The
we
Crew 2? Do you remember that?
yeah, it just came out not that long ago.
Yeah, I actually have the F1 car on it.
Oh,
Yeah, my most viewed YouTube video is 44 views. F1. It's called F1 2017 A League, which was the highest league. I was in B League, and there was a C League in that as well, TFRL. But I was kicked out of that league, and 100% I deserved it. Like, I'm pretty sure the reason I got kicked out is on YouTube actually. Basically, it was at Spain, Catalonia. And basically I basically was fighting with someone. They broke way too early and moved under braking. I mean, and I slammed into the back of them, but I reacted way too bad. Like I was 100% in the wrong. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like I was already getting lapped. You know what I mean? I personally don't like Spain. It's just a bad track for me anyway. But I slowed up for the leaders and then started taking them out. And I was meant to make an apology video, and I just didn't. Like, and then I was going to send it to TFRL and hope that they accepted it. But I just haven't done it, and I'm probably not gonna. Because that was
mm.
like. But you get what I mean, like.
Yeah,
The thing is,
like with
this
mine,
was. I'm like a lot more mature now as a racer.
yeah, like with mine, I like we had a sprint mode championship at the end of our season, and
Mhm.
I went ballistic because 3 times I was leading a race and got screwed out of it. And the main guy for the league, each like the 3 seasons, well, 2 seasons that I was a part of, he won the championship both times and had to rig it at the end. And I was like, I mean, I was
Why
going
did he
through
have to
afterwards. I
rig
was
it?
like, because if he hadn't have done that with extra points, he wouldn't have won any championships. He wouldn't have won the championship in the first season. In the second season, he was way behind in third place. And then because they were going to go through and go to the 2 tier, and the other ones didn't necessarily want to, he went through and just booted them. and that elevated him to the championship.
Oh. So basically, as greedy as.
Yeah. And I called him out on it. And I was like, that and the fact that, you say this is a rule, and then one week later you change the rule, and then you change it again. It's like the rules were not consistent.
I would have just quit, to be honest. Like,
I
even
can't,
if I
like,
was at the bottom of the grid, I would have still quit. Like, I'm not going in a league where the owners don't even know what they're doing, you know what I mean?
yeah. And like I told him too. Before he booted me, I said like because I've got disabilities as well because I've got ADHD, like I have ADHD and I'm on the autism spectrum. And they were going through and calling me out for that, and I left, and I said that I'd go back if he apologized for what he said. And I gave him 3 days, and he didn't bother with anything. He's like, I was going to tonight, and it's like, but my girlfriend got pissed. Okay, no more of this because I just started the broadcast.
And the race is about to start now, so.
Yeah.
And really, F1, like, the actual Codemasters have made it, like, going back to what we was talking about, two commentators earlier, they've actually made it so we've got two Singaporeans in this league.
Oh.
Just wanted to say that as well. Like the Zayek and Levels. But look, Codemasters actually made it so you can have a full grid plus two commentators in a race, or two spectators, or whatever. But I think they made it 22, but for league races, like really good league races where they're gonna have 20 people per race, and then two commentators, which is just pretty much like proving our point, really, to be honest. This is a very diverse league, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You got some French people. Obviously, you're always going to have a British people in a league that's based in the Britain. Uh, a Dutch, a Greek person. I actually know the Greek person as well. He's quick enough to be in tier 1. He's about the same pace as me, I reckon. He was in TFRL. That's how I know him. You got two Singapore people, a Portuguese, more. There's quite a lot of Dutch, a Welsh, and another Greek. So it's quite diverse. I don't think tier 1's as diverse as this, is it?
No.
You're actually just a backup commentator, aren't you? Or a commentator or something.
Yeah, I'm full-blown commentator.
Are you? So
Yeah.
you commentate every race, or?
Yeah, I'll be doing commentary for each of the F1 races.
Alright. Because I know they added a reserve commentator, but I'm not sure if that was you or something. No, it wasn't, because I remember, because his name was Ash, actually. I remember.
Yeah.
I know that's a bad way to remember, but what can I say?
Yeah.
Wait, have I got a crack in my phone? Oh, crap.
So we would like to welcome everybody to the Ultimate PlayStation League F2 the Bahrain Grand Prix Round 2 for this season around the wonderful Bahrain Bahrain circuit. I'm Habs for Life 634.
Is
And
that what
I'm joined here
UPL stands for then? Ultimate PlayStation League.
It is, yeah.
Also,
We have
in this game, you can actually you really can get 3 laps done in each qualifying other than Belgium and Singapore, can't you? You can probably do it in Belgium and Singapore as well. Just gonna be really tight on time. Because, like, you can get the 3 flying laps in on fresh tyres in a short quali, because in the last game it was only 12 minutes, wasn't it? But they've increased it by 6. And I can hear a car going out, so a Red Bull and a Haas has gone out. So that'll be either Jutsper and or Bobby Dweller and Dazek or Bleeker Brandon. So that is Bleeker Brandon and Jutsper leaving the pit lane. Now Ferrari has come out.
Aaron J. Spence, 2017, heading out to the track. 20 boy as well.
Making sure they don't get caught up in traffic. A little tip as well, through turn 1, always go down to first gear, because if you take it in second gear, it costs you about 2 tenths. So we have 20 boy out as well. I hate the glitch where it has like the max revving engine. That annoys me.
All of 14 cars going to take to the grid today as well here in Bahrain in the F2
That is
category.
more than Tier 1, isn't it?
I believe so.
They only had 3 finishes in Tier 1. I remember that. FIFA just leaving the grid now. Maybe he's hoping to match or even best his P3 in Australia. Currently, obviously, 3rd in the championship. Alright, who's on the flying lap? Okay, we'll go on board with Bleeker Brandon for the start of his lap. He flies down the straight. Now for braking into turn 1.
Take turn 1 there.
Oh, the yellow's in sector 3. Okay, no, it's fine. Yellow's in sector 3 again. Formula 2 John has left the session. I can't even invite him back. Unfortunate for him, he will not be taking part in the session, I guess. Let's hope his AI has returned to the garage. That's good to see. Because I remember in one of my leagues, I actually got a warning because I had to go and eat my food. And I left my car in AI mode and it was blocking people, so I got a warning. Now Bleeker Brandon just coming up to the last corner for his flying lap. What will it be from him? Jutsper sets 1:28.6, that goes currently fastest. DRS open. He goes quicker with a 1:27.1. No, 1:27.7. But 20 goes with a 1:27.2.
Should be worth noting too that last weekend's winner in Australia here in the category Formula 2 John still yet to leave the garage to set a time.
Wait, Formula 2 John won?
That's what I was advised of before the race.
He lagged out. He lagged out.
Oh.
He left the session, or it said. But
so yeah, Rush Tour in his Alfa Romeo Sauber set a
Spyrus now. Oh, he's just joined back. He's just joined back. That's good to see, though, that he has joined back to the session. I'm not sure if he'll be. Oh, he's left again.
internet issues clearly for him. Jutspurs actually put the car around. Oh!
What happened?
Jutspur spun around him with the
Up the hill? Is it?
And with no ghosting being enabled in this, FIFA plays got into him as well. And FIFA plays without having set a time, that completely annihilated his car.
He does get start on a random. Oh my god! Jutspur's no Rush Tour's round. That's ruined his hot lap. Or I think it might have been an in lap, but he was pushing the car quite a lot. He's got damage. He'll be, I guess, coming into the pits now because there's no point in finishing this lap. So, yellow's in sector 3. That's unfortunate for FIFA, though. I didn't see it, but I take it there was no one to blame there. It's just, it's gonna happen, isn't it? I mean, Jutspur is to blame, but it's a racing incident, really, or qualifying incident.
Yeah.
Jutspur was lucky to have set a time, although it won't be any better than P7, and take it that will go down after Spyrus sets his time, and hopefully Formula 2 John does join back to the session. That'll be unfortunate if he doesn't.
150.
Hate it when people add due to these random groups where they add 99 people and then everyone starts swearing at the person who created it. Right, let's watch Virus's lap then, because he's on a hot lap right now. He's very quick, this guy. Oh, he locks up. Oh, that's going to ruin his lap. And this corner's horrible for locking up.
Exactly. No, he seems to have gotten.
I would usually. This is the only track that I wouldn't run anti-lock brakes off, because I know how to do it. But I just usually run it on just because in league races anyway, just to save me that 3-4 tenths per lap, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with that corner there being.
He's locked up again.
Extremely wide.
If he gained time there, I would expect that to be an invalid lap.
Yeah.
I reckon if he did gain time, he will probably go pole right now. No, he only got 6th. I mean, you can expect that because the lap wasn't that great. It was really scruffy, wasn't it? He can definitely go pole if he improves enough. He runs wide to let all the other cars go through, but Oz follows him through in P2. He locks up. Oh, now they're fighting. Oh no, it looked like they was fighting from my point of view. And the Toro Rosso of I believe that's Chris, now catching up to these guys. Bobby Dweller in P4 right now. His debut in both leagues, I guess, because he was meant to be racing in Tier 1, but he's decided as the owner of the league, but it would be better for him to commentate Tier 1, and he'll race in Tier 2. The Chris is on a pretty good lap right now. Oh no, it's not lap. That didn't happen. Russ Tour on a hot lap, I believe. Is he? I'm not sure. Is he on a hot lap?
Apologies to our viewers there for that minor interruption as we head to full screen
so
mode here on
currently,
the broadcast.
The timings so far: 20 Boy on pole with a 1:27.29. Then Oz 1/10 off. Then Bleeker Brandon another 3 tenths beyond Oz. Then Bobby Dweller really close to Bleeker, only for hundredths of a second.
Yellow in
Aaron J.
sector
Spence,
2.
8 tenths off pole. Spyrus, 1.1 off pole, off his teammate even. Then the Chris, you'll find another 1/10 back. And then the Jutspur is behind. He's another 10th, but he will not be improving on that time today. Then Russ Jewell. Oh, 20 goes quicker.
His time.
I think that could be
flat.
provisional pole. That could be the pole time today. I don't see. Oh, Aaron J. Spence goes for P2.
Galactus has spun his car around and off track.
Who?
He gets it going. Galactus in the Ferrari.
Oh yeah. Those tires are probably screaming right now. He is 23.8 seconds off pole right now. If I was him, I'd box right now, put a new set of tyres on, and try and get a clean lap going. Because those tyres are going to be in no state to do another lap. And if he finishes the lap, he's not going to improve, is he? And if he does, he's not going to be anywhere near pole. I think we could still see a battle for pole though, between the Renault, the Ferrari and the Williams, couldn't there?
Yeah, Galactus is coming in.
And maybe even Bleeker. Yeah, I'm on board with Galactus right now. Beef Plays has left the session. Wonder if that's internet issues or him being mad with Jutspur for spinning, and you can't really be mad with someone for spinning though, can you? But I wonder if that's him being mad with Jutspur.
He was, like, from the looks of it though, he was sitting on the racing line, not moving, trying to get going again. It did look like that from my view when I caught it going down through all the cameras.
He shouldn't have been on the racing line, to be fair, should he? He shouldn't have been on the racing line trying to get going. He should have been offline. Yeah. Maybe even off track. Oh, no, it wasn't an issues. It wasn't a net issues, probably.
So we're now down to 5.5 minutes here in the qualifying session in Bahrain.
And the cars are just starting to come out of the pit lane.
Currently, the order as it stands right now, 20 Boy Jr. in the Renault sitting top at 127 flat. Aaron J. Spence 2017 P2, 2/10 behind. All is 56 running in P3, about 3.5 behind. Bleeker Brandon P4, 6.5 behind. And then
I wonder if we'll see the current poleman come out of the pits again. Because if I was him, I would still come out. Because that Aaron J. Spence and Oles are really looking hot to get pole right now. Bleeker Brandon, I'm not sure if he can. And Bobby Dweller can definitely improve as well. Like,
yeah, at 27 flat is definitely not safe. If I were in 20 Boy Jr.'s shoes, I would be coming back.
All of that top 5 can get pole right now. And I reckon Spyrus Virus can, because we saw how scruffy that lap was. And Levels just makes a mistake at the start of his flying lap. That's the end for his lap, I guess. That'll probably be the end of you can just see the Chris in the background. He's in a lap. Oh no, that's not that.
Spyrus is getting ready to go onto a hot lap.
I want to watch this lap, see if he can improve.
We'll ride on board for his hot lap.
He looked pretty good in his lap, just with a few clumsy mistakes, and that I bet you that cost him.
ERS up to full hot lap mode.
It's not letting me see how, like, his hot lap or stuff. Like, oh yeah, no, I see it now. It says like 5 on the engine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's put it down to overtake.
Down to overtake, back up to hot lap.
I would have put it into overtake in the middle sector, which is now. through the S's and then through that double left-hander, because
1/10 up on his best time so far through the
and
first
he's
sector.
really using every track limit there. He makes a tiny lock-up, but that's still better than what he made in the last lap, isn't it? Oh, massive lock-up, but that's not going to cost. That's going to cost him a 10th, I reckon. And 20 has come back out. He's on an outlap.
With about 3 minutes to go, this is the perfect time as we see the majority of people coming back out to track.
Problem is, they're all going to be getting caught up in track.
9/10 up through
Oh,
sector 2.
he's really going to promote himself to this, pole battle. Because remember, he ran wide as well. Oh, he makes a lock up into the final corner, just misses the apex. That's going to cost him 2 temps, I reckon. But he goes P2.
1.1 up. It's a Renault 1-2 right now.
Yeah, but right now is the key words. He's not going to get to set another lap right now, is he? That is the end of Spyrus' session.
LE7 levels X.
I reckon he could definitely get promoted down to P6. Demoted down to P6 right now, though. Because that top 6 battle is a normal top 6 battle in real life, isn't it? That's probably closer than real life, to be fair.
20 Boy Jr. now starting another time.
Let's go on a hot lap. This is probably going to be the pole lap. He accidentally puts it down to neutral. No, 20. No, he accidentally put it down to neutral and didn't realise. That's going to cost him 4 temps maybe, because he couldn't get onto the throttle at the right time, could he? Because he was stuck. Spyrus is retired. That was I think he chose to retire there. I don't think, because he had no reason to continue.
Left, if he was way down on his lap, he knew he wasn't going to get around and get another lap in with less than a minute to go.
He probably could have got around and got another lap in, but I wouldn't have seen any point, to be honest. He probably didn't have enough fuel. Oh no, the Williams has gone into Spyrus. The Williams has gone into Spyrus. That'll be the Williams of levels, I think.
Massive corner cut for 20 Boy.
Look at the Williams of levels. He accidentally went into the Spyrus. He was trying to pull over to let cars through.
He's retiring from the session now. 10 seconds to go.
And 20 does not improve. 24 seconds off his time.
20 had a massive corner cut heading into the final sector, so this lap may very well have been invalidated.
Oh, but he's still got time to do another lap. But there's no point. He wouldn't want to qualify on those tyres because they'll be ruined, if I'm honest. So Aaron J. Spence, now probably the best person to get pole position here. Leaky Brandon and Bobby. Oh, Bobby Dweller gets P2.
Aaron J. Spence now coming down the second DRS straight.
I don't get right. Why do they have 3 DRS straights at Australia and not at Bahrain? That needs to be explained. I'm just saying.
That is confusing. I do wonder.
They could have like. Oh! Leaky Brandon only 300ths off pole. He could have definitely stole pole position there. Oh.
Aaron J. Spence runs wide.
Yeah, he runs wide. And he's the last person that can contend for pole. So, oh, he runs wide again. I don't think he can even improve on that time. He goes 1/10 above his time. So that's a really close pole position. The top 6 cars, top 7 cars even, only 0.3 tenths up off each other. That is a very close pole position shootout, and that is probably going to be the closest, may I dare say, all season. Because 7 cars contending for pole position. We might see a 7-way shootout for the win today, which I would love to see, because 7 cars would be so great, because you get what I mean, like, the last race was only 3 finishes, let alone 7 people contending for the win.
So we take a look here at the starting lineup for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
So you
20
have
Boy Jr. on pole.
20 on pole with Bleeker, Brandon in P2, Bovy Dweller in P3, Spyrus Virus in P4. I told you he could do a lot. Did I or did I not? I knew
You did.
Like, I've raced alongside him before. And, yeah.
So it does appear as though we are going to have
a
seven-way.
Hopefully a 7-way battle, and hopefully FIFA players can get up to the front after, because we did not see what he could do in qualifying there. He was ruined. So maybe, and even the Bovy Dweller's teammate of, wait, let me check his name. Jutsper.
F2 John not able to get into the session.
Ooh. That's another race contender out, isn't it? So I reckon, I've never seen Jutsper race, but if he's quick enough, he could have maybe fought for the win. He could maybe fight for the win. And I know FIFA plays is quick enough because he come P3. 5 red lights and away we go. Oh, that was a weird start. No, this is the formation, that's what I'm saying. That was weird. It just seemed a bit confusing.
No, Formula 2 John is listed on our
That's
graphic
an AI.
Yeah,
in fact, no, he isn't even in.
AI.
He isn't even in. His car isn't there.
So again, we'll run through the starting lineup here. 20 Boy Jr. in the Renault on the pole, followed behind by Bleeker Brandon in the red.
He'll have a good shot going either around the outside or inside into turn 1. Because don't forget, you can fight both ways into turn 1. Round the outside, you have the next inside for the quick left-hander. Then you have Bovy Dweller. He will have a go at the inside of Bleeker Brandon, and maybe even 20 Boy Jr. if he gets away nice luff. Spyrus Virus, I believe he had quick starts when I raced alongside him. He actually got me off the line, I believe, in one race. He's got quick starts. Very good reaction.
Aaron J. Spence 2017, starting in P number 5. Alongside him is the Williams Bolus 56, followed by the Toro Rosso Honda Chris 01.
And those 7 are gonna fight for the win. And Maledictus, if he has race pace, maybe he might have been running a race setup. You never know, because he was only 8 tenths off pole. He could even fight. And then I think it's when you get to Rush Tour, that's when the race contenders for the podium positions and wins start going away, isn't it?
Yeah, Jutsper running in P10.
What do you run it on? Tyre, stops, or position change?
I've got it up right now, the tires, the tire compounds.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly show the tyre compounds and then I'll put it onto position change. Actually, no, it's better if you have it on the tyres because you can see the strategy, can't you?
Yeah.
So, you can see everyone from P1 to P11 on the super softs, and then levels and FIFA plays on the softs.
So that'll make it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
5 red lights.
And away we go. And Bleeker Brandon has a really nice getaway. He's going to go down the inside. He takes the lead of the Grand Prix as we go down to turn 1. Oh, but 20 Boy fights around the outside, and that's Bovy Dweller around the outside. He's got it on Bleeker Brandon. Oh, but he lets him go. I think he might have had an illegal overtake or something. But
20 Boy back to the lead. We got a crash at the back of the pack. Maledictus is out.
Oh no. He might have been one of the race contenders. Did you completely see that or not?
I caught it. I
can
just
see
caught the car
FIFA.
spinning at the back.
I can see FIFA has a lot of damage there. Oles is really far back as well now. He must have been caught up in something. Hopefully Levels is going to be nice and let him pass because of teammates.
Yes, he does.
So, 20 leads the way from Bleeker Brandon, Bobby Dweller, Spirus Virus. The Chris makes a double overtake, but that's Russ Shaw. We didn't expect him, but he's made
Aaron
an
Spence
overtake.
is out.
Oh no!
Aaron J. Spence is out.
There's a spin. Oh no, it wasn't a spin. What happened to Aaron J. Spence?
I don't know. It said he was out.
But he
I'm
is
fairly
now.
certain it came up and said he was out, but he's continuing.
Maybe he left the session.
Could very well be.
Yellow flags in sector 3.
For Dazaic. Rush
Yeah.
Toward has a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh. So he had a good lap 1, but I guess he had damage, I guess.
The Chris 01 also coming into pit. Chris 01
FIFA
going on
Plays
the
has
soft
made a
as is Rush Toward.
stunning start, and so has Levels. Both soft runners now in P7 and P8. I thought FIFA was nursing quite a lot of damage, but no, he is nursing damage. FIFA is definitely nursing half a front wing right now. If you look close enough when in a good shot, you can see that he's got no end plate on one side.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a good fight for P2. Is the Haas driver of Bobby Dweller going to go down the inside? Yes, he is. But Bleeker Brandon leaves enough space, but he gets the better traction and gets away.
This battle too, allowing 20 Boy Jr. to pull away. 1.6 second lead now over Bleeker Brandon.
Will he get his win on his debut race in F2?
Chuck Spurs out.
He's crashed in the same position, hasn't he, as qualifying? But this time it was fatal. Jutspur, that hill in my league race is what crashed me out as well. So the drivers are going to have to watch out.
Now the main question is, has he just immediately left us? Is it the same thing as F1 2017 was, where he immediately left? Could there possibly be a safety car come out for that crash? Doesn't look it. Hasn't happened yet.
Bleeker Brandon has made up a tiny bit of time on 20 Boy Jr. and is starting to pull away from Bobby Dweller.
He's got the gap now down to 1.4 seconds. It just went up to 1.6 seconds here briefly.
But now it's gone
half
down.
Half a second between Bleeker Brandon and Bobby Dweller.
And then there's another half a second behind him.
So
that's
turning out right now to be a
unfortunate for
four-car
Jutspur
battle.
and Maladactus. Oles has got himself back up to P5. Now he'll start gaining on Spirus Virus hopefully and make it a five-way battle.
And FIFA plays in P6. Got a yellow in sector 2.
He'll have to make a front wing change though.
Rush to War spun the car around. He gets it going again.
He's in P11, so no points for him right now. 20 Boy sets the fastest lap.
32.2.
Still more than 10 seconds though.
It should be worth.
Oles goes quickest.
32.1.
He does have
Should be worth noting. Should be worth noting too. It could very well be strategy for Levels and FIFA plays. With them
they're
on
only
the
going to have to make one stop. So I reckon, even though FIFA does have to make that front wing change, he'll be up there fighting for the win. Because honestly, if you get a good enough under or overcut, the front wing change means nothing, to be honest. Exactly. If you're blistering on your outlet, it means nothing. Like in career mode, AI have got, in my season, AI have got loads of damage and they've come back to fight at me. And other drivers fighting for the win. I'm in the Force India and I've made a lot of improvements to the car. Like, it's an easy car to improve because you have like 10 major upgrades at the start. You get what I mean?
Should also be worth noting here too, as we are running on lap 4 of 29. It is
Oh,
now the
Dazayek
Renault
goes
Duo.
up the inside of levels as he makes a mistake.
It's the Renault Duo of 20 Boy Jr. Spyrus running 1-2.
Oh yes, Spyrus has got past Bleeker.
And the gap between 20 Boy Jr. and Spyrus now up to almost 2.8 seconds. It's 20 Boy now has cracked the 131s.
Oh, is he going to be able to improve and go purple? No. But Bovvy's well is pit. This is a pit window though, isn't it? I believe this is the pit window.
He's heading onto the softs. No new front wing going onto Bothy Dweller's car as well.
He must have made a mistake and gone into the back of the car. Rush Tuor has left the session. Do you know if the slipstream glitch is still in this game?
I don't. The Chris 01 with a 131.6 to go to take over the fastest lap position. Oh! Bleeker Brandon, I just went on board with
oh
Bleeker
no,
Brandon
the
as he
Williams!
spun. Olish goes...
He got flustered by Bleeker Brandon and he went straight into the wall. Two cars fighting for the win just completely. They're not in it anymore. FIFA plays now pretty much into practically pre-free.
7.8 seconds behind Bleeker Brandon, who's 11 seconds behind Spyrus, but Spyrus is clawing back to 20 point now.
Dare I say it, he might be competing for the winners race because he's on the one stop.
Not just competing for a win.
He's got more front wing damage now for FIFA. I can tell by the way he's understeering every corner.
Yeah. And he's saving that ERS like a madman, not running up right now at around 90% on the battery. As I noticed too, like Bleeker Brandon, add insult to injury, 5 second stop go for speeding.
Because he couldn't slow the car down in time because of his front wing.
So he's going on to the softs.
I wonder if they'll even...
Olish is in as well.
Oh no, Bleeker Brandon's got the pit stop glitch. Oh no, he hasn't. It was getting held up. It looked like he had the pit stop glitch.
They might, I don't know if they were doing that or not. Olish going on to the softs as well.
No, you serve the stop go before you change tyres.
That's right.
And you can't serve the stop go on the same pit stop because the team aren't prepared for it. So FIFA plays now. Is on the podium in P3 after starting from P14.
Spyrus is really clawing back.
No, he's catching. He's
catching. He's really catching.
2.6 that last lap.
And it's down to 1.3. And he's only running on medium ERS, whereas 20 boys out there running on with the overtake.
Now he's just put it down into medium, but and also Levels is spun. Levels is really struggling in that corner. He's really struggling.
Oh, Spyrus 20 Boy Junior's coming to pit.
Let's check if it's a front wing change. No.
Nope, just the routine pit stop for tires going on to the softs.
He's got the pit stop glitch. Okay, no, it was just lagging. Okay.
Is it quite possible that maybe, just maybe,
FIFA is not going to get past him? So FIFA will not be fighting for the win because there's no way FIFA's going to catch 20 with a broken wing right now. 20's just going to gain and gain and gain until he's 10 seconds ahead again, isn't he?
Yeah. And we do have to keep in mind, like got another 2 cars
Spyrus Virus just gets a tank slapper, but I reckon Spyrus is going
Dweller's onto the mediums, but I think he does have a pit stop glitch because he's just...
No, he doesn't.
So I caught him and he was sitting like sideways.
Yeah, no, it was... Wait, did Bovy even get his tyres changed?
Yeah, he's onto the mediums now.
Wait, I need to check his front wing.
also came into another soft.
Okay, his front wing looks fine, but it isn't, I don't think. No, it is. It's fine. Spyrus could easily be taking the lead here. He's had a lot more pace, and I believe it is about around 21 seconds for a pit stop. So as long as he doesn't get a pit stop glitch and he doesn't get a stop go, which he doesn't, this could be the lead of the Grand Prix here.
It's all up to the
yellow flags.
It's all up to the crew.
Aaron J. Spence into the pit. Russ Tuor, Desire. Who was the yellow flags for? I'm not sure. I think it might have been for Ols as he's just gone through that corner again. No, I mean levels.
Onto the sauce for Spyrus.
Spyrus does take the lead. No, he doesn't.
No, 20 boy does get him.
But there is a lot closer now. You can tell that. And also,
it's actually
can I just
about the same as it was.
Just Jutspur, his debris from his crash is still there on the track. So if someone accidentally goes over it, they could be getting a puncture. And there's debris in turn 1 from the turn 1 crash. I reckon the Chris will get FIFA plays here. This is going to be a real fight for the lead of the Grand Prix here between Spyrus Virus and 20 Boy Jr.
20 Boy Jr. too appears to be pulling it away again. 2 seconds is his gap to Spyrus Virus.
Nope, it's just gone down a bit. And up. Down. Alright. I reckon it's just going to keep ding dong. Aaron J. Spence is not in the session. I can tell you that. Because he's got the X. But Spyrus Virus is getting pulled along and not being held up by Aaron J. Spence. Okay, now he's getting a lot more held up. Oh, there was contact between him and Aaron J. Spence. I wonder if he got damage from that.
20 Boy's got the fastest lap now down into the 130s.
Oh, but look, that gap has just gone down by 3 tenths. 4 tenths even.
I will say I do like how the HUD is for the F1 2018 game, saying giving us the actual tire age as opposed to non. So FIFA Plays, of course, does have the oldest tires out there on track, having run the entire race, followed closely behind by 4th place runner the Chris 01 and Levels, both having run 7 laps on theirs.
No, Levels is run 8.
That's right, Levels is now run 8.
Oh yeah, because he's been running on the same tyres all race as well, but it's just because FIFA's further ahead on track, isn't it?
Yeah.
Levels does really seem to be struggling around this track. He's in a good amount of points though. Spyrus is still gaining. He'll be in DRS within a lap if he keeps gaining the way he has.
Gap now down to less than 1.5 seconds. As we start lap number 10 here of this 29 lap race. I think, like, legitimately, Posey Dweller is going to make a move on Levels.
He just has.
And he gets it done, go up to P7. I think Posey Dweller could make it the rest of the way on those medium tires. If he can stay out of trouble.
I hate that glitch though, the revving glitch. You know the glitch, don't you? Like where it's saying there.
I'm almost wondering if the debris is showing for the drivers out there on track, or if it might just be our.
It does, I remember. Because the stewards aren't that great on this game, let's just say that. Oh, the Chris is getting really held up. I wonder if FIFA's going to let the Chris go by as just like some team playing here.
Renault still running 1-2, and then Toro Rosso in running 3-4. Of course, only 2 drivers out of the race so far, that being Maladactus and Jutspur, and then Formula 2 John, who went to AI mode and did not make the session. We're not sure if that's internet issues or what. As he gets the move done, the Chris 01 up onto the podium.
You can see that Ferrari debris sitting in the track there. Or the Sauber debris, I'm not sure. Red debris, pretty much. In Sector 1. Just off the racing line. Oh, Spyrus one's really wide. Spyrus is definitely catching up to 20. 20's not going to let him by because they've got a massive gap. Oh, but he's really held up as he got damaged, 20. Because if you look, their front
20 boy, though, with 20 with DRS going down that back straight because of the lap car.
Wait, who's running higher wings? 20's running higher wings. Because if you keep switching between the two of them, you can see that their wings are different. So Spyrus are low, so he's going to have better straight line speed. Spyrus Virus has better straight line speed.
And both of them, well, not anymore. Spyrus had gone up to high and back down to medium ERS deployment, whereas 20 Junior,
both of them running
Junior
really
now on the high.
Not much ERS now. Whereas the Chris, but you can see FIFA did let the Chris past, and the Chris and FIFA both running really long on those tyres. I wonder if it's about time that FIFA pits, gets a new front wing on, and puts on the mediums and goes to the end.
Yeah, because we know for a fact that the 3 cars in front of him, especially his teammate in the Chris 01, so I think he may have just minorly run over that debris first sector. Plays did. For a fact that if those two go to the mediums now, they can probably run all the way to the end, and you're guaranteed 20 Boy Junior and Spyrus Virus aren't going to be able to run to the end on those soft.
But 20 Boy Junior and Spyrus Virus are quicker, and they've still got a big enough gap for a pit.
Not if they were to have something happen in pit now, then the Chris 01 would overtake them for P1 because he's only 17, where he's 17 and a half seconds behind.
Ooh, FIFA plays really struggling with that wing now. I would say FIFA should pit this lap.
Yeah, you're on lap 13 of 29. Fast approaching the halfway point here of the Bahrain Grand Prix. He's now got Bleecker Brandon on his rear end. Bleecker Brandon.
Yeah, now FIFA is coming into the pit. It looks anyway. Is he? Yes, he is.
Yes.
He's getting a penalty.
And Dazaic got by levels too. So
Sorry?
Let's see what FIFA Plays does.
FIFA will come out behind Oles, behind probably Bovey Dweller if he's getting his front wing fixed.
This is even more interesting. FIFA Plays is going on to the super soft tires. Dazaic's out. Dazaic is out.
Do we know what happened?
I didn't quite catch it. It just popped up on the screen that Dazaic was out of
I'm watching
race.
From Russ Chuor's point of view to see if we can catch Dazaic.
Levels receiving a 3-second time penalty now for corner cutting. Nothing from what I can see yet. Well, if he has overtaken.
I reckon he spun at the hill. Because if you saw Russ Chuor got past him at the end of the hill. So I reckon he spun at the hill and lost his wheel.
Yeah. So Dzaic will be the
I'm
third
wondering if
casualty.
FIFA thinks he can make the rest of this race on these supers. There's no chance of him. Oh no, FIFA's
That
gonna spun. FIFA spun.
he's lost quite a bit of his front wing.
No, no, FIFA hasn't. FIFA didn't go into the wall.
I saw so that might have been some old debris sitting there.
Yeah, it is. It is Jutspur and the Zaya's debris, I think. Because it looked like red and white debris.
No positions lost there, but that doesn't have that would have much
Oh,
help on his
Spyrus getting
combos.
really close now.
.4 seconds now, 1.3 the gap.
And he's only 2 tenths off Spyrus's best time, so...
I think here on this lap here, lap number 15 at the halfway point, let's ride on board with Spyrus for a lap.
Yellow flags in sector 2. That is FIFA spun again. Out of the S's. Really having a hard time in his Toro Rosso 100 there. Oh, Spyrus is in touching distance of 20 Boy Jr. right now. 20 obviously making his debut in this league today, obviously after being in the Tier 1 race last week, but then being demoted. And something to note, the Chris still hasn't made a stop from those softs. After... Yeah, he did go on from lap 1 to these tyres, but after that...
It should be worth noting 2 levels did hit onto the mediums after the last lap for his first stop. Yellow's still waving in sector 2.
I'm not sure who that is for. But what's going to be noted is the amount of yellow flags. If Spyrus is going for a move under yellow flag, he will have to return the position. Oh, he's really gaining now.
What? Yeah, he's very close to being within DRS distance of 20 Boy Jr.
He's in DRS distance probably for the next DRS straight. Yep, he's now in DRS distance.
Whether he is when they cross the DRS activation point, though?
No.
Yeah, because they're coming up into it.
No, he's not. It's 1.2
Spyrus
for
does
the gap.
not get DRS.
Yellow's in sector 2 and sector 3. That's FIFA spun again.
FIFA plays again at the same corner.
That corner is so deadly. I'm not going to be surprised if FIFA ends up going into that wall at some point in this race. Those tyres are going to be getting really worn as well with the amount of spin. And also Spyrus is getting DRS this lap.
Something tells me they're... I thought there was a possibility that we could have
Spyrus
seen
has
plays come
DRS.
in that lap. Can he make a move going into turn 1?
No, he will not.
Probably not, because he... Still a really close gap, though.
Just over a second now. Something to note though is 20 is moving out of slipstream, but he's moving under braking. He's not moving before braking, he's actually moving under braking. Which is illegal if you know.
Should be worth noting too that Chris 01 has done 15 laps on his soft tires now. Rush Towards done 13 laps. Leaker Brian
And
and Olish 56
Aspirus
have
has
done
got
11.
DRS again. Oh, FIFA. Is FIFA even in the... No, FIFA is getting lapped now. FIFA being very generous there. He's finally not spun at the hill. But it's also worth noting that hopefully if Spyrus manages to stay behind in DRS, then he'll be getting DRS off FIFA and also the double slipstream. Nope, FIFA has moved, but he will be getting DRS, Spyrus. FIFA needs to not go for a move. Even though he is quicker, he shouldn't go for a move because he is a lap down. I mean, it is legal for him to go for a move, but I think he knows that this is the leaders battling, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Also,
Brian now also in DRS
doing
distance.
interviews after the race?
I believe we are.
Do you want to pick on 3 people to interview?
The Chris 01's coming into pit.
Finally. He better go on the mediums. No! He's gone on
another
soft.
set of softs.
I'm wondering if he...
Spyrus made the move.
Oh! Spyrus takes the lead on lap 18 out of 29. 11 laps to go.
And now 20 Boy has DRS on him.
But look at that gap already. Just coming up to a second. As that is a Ferrari, I believe.
Olish came in for softs. Both Dwellinello up to P4. The Chris 01 fresh out of the pits. Spins, gets going again. FIFA plays is spun again.
I guess that's the hill as well. Yep. Still avoiding the front wing damage. Spyrus comes into the pit. He's done 2 laps less on those tyres as well. I'm wondering if Spyrus is struggling more on his tyres than 20. He puts on another set of softs. I think he could have gone for another set of supers and made that. I reckon 20
Boy now is good. Yeah, he
will
could
pit
put
this
another
lap.
couple laps.
20
yeah,
will probably pit on this lap
to his
and
teammate.
go on to super softs. So that is going to be...
respond to his teammate.
20 has a lot better on his tyres, I believe. So I reckon he could put on 20, supers.
Like, with Spyrus pitting, 20 Boys got that lead out to 22.3 seconds.
And actually, 20's on a better lap than his best lap right now. 2 tenths up on his best. 20 is really going for it this lap. And that indicates that he still has pace on these tyres. And we do know that these softs can go 16 or 17 laps thanks to the Chris 01.
Leaker Brian just came in for softs.
And let's not forget that the Chris does have to make another stop here in this race. I wonder if that was a mistake and he was meant to put on the mediums. As Bovey Dweller does take P3. I missed that.
Yep.
Yes, Yellow's in sector 3. FIFA spun again. And this time...
Oh! Oh, 20 Boy, 5 second stop go penalty for speeding.
Oh, he's not gonna pit again. This is my suggestion. He's just gonna take the 5 second penalty at the end of the race. But Spyrus will not get the move done, but he'll be within 5 seconds. That's the big talking point, I guess. He will not get it past. Oh no, he will get past.
He does.
So now he has a 5 second gap to 20, 6 seconds even, because of his 5 second penalty. I wonder if 20 knows that he can take the 5 seconds at the end of the race and not have to make another pit stop though. And he goes onto the softs.
Because it's not like
and FIFA has pit, and he's gone onto the mediums. Wait, has FIFA got the pit stop glitch? No, he hasn't. Oh, he's just come out behind Bobby Dweller.
He does have the tire glitch.
What happened? What's the tire glitch?
It's showing on the telemetry he's running mediums, but when it shows him on screen,
No,
he's running softs.
it's showing me that he's on mediums. So
Yeah, but when you go on board with him, it shows him on softs.
no, it's still showing mediums for me. Bovey crucially gets past the lap car of FIFA though, because if he didn't, I reckon that Bleak would have easily catched him being in that traffic. Although FIFA does seem good when he's getting lapped, to be fair with him. So we'll just
So
run
we're
through
now
the
down
grid.
to 9 to go.
Virus sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. 20
The
in
20
DRS
boy's
and
right
he's
on
going
his
for the
tail.
move. Ooh. Looked like he could have gone for a move there. And a lot of people would have gone for a move. Although if pay attention to 20's ERS, the amount of he's got compared to Spyrus. And Bovey, if these two get in a tangle, 20 and Spyrus, dare I say, Bovey may take the lead of the race. But it's very unlikely. Because even if these two do go for a spin-up, Bleaker Brandon.
A 130.168, that is a screamer of a lap.
Just a few tenths quicker than Spyrus Virus. So I'm wondering to think, is Bleaker going to be able to take the third podium position away from Bovey Dweller on his debut race? And if you've been paying attention, these three drivers in the podium are all on their debut races.
Oh!
What happened?
20 Boy Jr. spun and hit the wall. He had an almost half spin. He was able to keep going. I don't think he got any damage either.
Oh, that's lucky.
He only managed to lose 2 seconds.
But if Bovey can get within 5 seconds of 20, if he keeps making these mistakes, then... Now look at 20's ERS deployment. He's in the dark blue bit, which means he is not getting maximum output of ERS.
Exactly. He is... 20 Boy has it set now that he is running with absolutely no ERS
Same with
deployment to try to reserve.
Spyrus Virus
Same with
as well. But he has a lot more ERS to use on the straight. That's why he's saving it, because he's going through the S's right now. Be nice to know what fuel mix they're using as well.
Oh! Mostly Dweller off. He's took out one of the sponsor boards. He's running extremely wide.
I'm wondering if he has damage.
Got a yellow in section 1 now.
Oh, massive
Bleaker
crash!
Brandon.
Bleaker Brandon in a laps car. Bleaker Brandon's retired. Who was that he tangled with? Was that FIFA Plays? Did you get that or not?
I didn't see who he collided with.
I was on board with I was just scrolling through the people, and then I saw Bleaker Brandon like hitting someone. I scrolled past him and then went back up.
I did see a Williams.
To
so
be fair,
I'm not sure if it was Polish, but that could have been.
Look how far Levels is behind though.
Sure.
No, look how far Levels is behind. I wonder if he was getting lapped. No, he would have been getting lapped because look, he's just within touching reach of the Chris. And if you remember, the what's his name? Bleaker Brandon was ahead of the Chris. So I think that's going to be Levels or Olaf. Hopefully someone has Eagle. But look, it's either one of the Williams. I don't think
Both
he can
Dweller's
give a warning.
Both Dweller has
I don't think he could have made it on those tyres. So the Chris takes P3, Oli's takes P4, but Bovey Dweller will not lose any more positions.
He goes on to soft tires.
I would have gone into
7-lap
super
sprint.
The thing is, they didn't save any spare super softs because they all done 3 laps in qualifying, if you remember.
Yeah.
That's the problem with doing 3 laps in quali.
But I mean, with all these incidences, it has allowed Spyrus to pull out a 5-second lead over 20 Boy Jr.
And then remember,
Still
he's got
not...
the more 5 seconds to go. So I think we can see Spyrus forming the lead, the win of the Grand Prix here, unless he makes a fatal mistake. 20 goes quickest though, with a blistering lap.
We don't want to really jinx anything because there is still 6 laps to go. So like we said, in Formula 1, anything can happen.
If Spyrus goes for a spin or massive lockup and literally goes so wide, that could be 20's win.
Well, he'd have to, like you said, he'd have to make up 10 seconds alone just on a spin or an off track. That's a difficult thing to try and do, especially with no ERS deployment whatsoever.
Well, I'm going to check if 20 goes faster in Sector 2 as well. Because if he does, that means he's on a purple lap again. Although he runs wide into the double left-hander.
Yeah, so 20 boys now about to come to
double
that
left-handers have the same purpose of a hairpin to go the opposite way to what he was just going, but it's using up more space.
He's 7/10 down.
So now we can see Spyrus pulling away again.
So with Spyrus
loses back end a tiny bit coming out of that last corner.
Coming down to cross the start-finish line. 5 laps to go here at Bahrain. Either way you look at it, Renault is in a good position to take maximum points.
Also, look at Ols versus the Chris 01. Ols really gaining on the Chris.
Can Olish get a move
in
done
DRS range of the Chris 01 now. Slipstream, he's put up the ERS to overtake. Now he goes for the move. He gets it done on the straight line. That's a move by Ols for the podium position. He runs deep though, and the Chris,
I just saw a bit of that plate come off of the Chris.
The Chris has got damage, and Bovi Dwella goes 6/10 faster than 20 Boy's fastest lap. Blistering lap there.
Yeah. On the left-hand side of the car, the end plate is gone on the Chris 01 from that first corner.
I wonder if Ols is definitely to blame there, 100%.
Rush toward 11:20.
He zoomed back onto the racing line, and that's not fair, is it? Like, I do feel bad for the Chris, because he still got a chance of getting a podium, but he had more of a chance, didn't he? Could we see a great ding-dong battle between Ols and the Chris 01 on the final laps?
Could very well. We're down to 4 to go. Boy Jr. of course has to make up another. Well, we might as well say he has to make up 8.6 seconds in 4 laps in order to be classified as the race winner because of that 5-second stop-go penalty.
Still in DRS range is the Chris 01 though. He hasn't got massive amount of damage, but he's out of ERS.
Oh, and his battery,
yes. Ols still struggling into the hairpin. I'm wondering if Ols has got damage as well, because he's not necessarily zooming away from the Chris 01. Now 20 Boy Jr., he's kind of losing touch of Spyrus Virus. I think it's kind of safe to say now, with 3 laps to go, unless something major happens to Spyrus, that Spyrus will win the race from, what was his grid slot? Let me just check. Position change, P4 on the grid.
So Chris 01 is...
And I think Are we allowed to do a driver of the day or not? Oh no, it's not. We aren't, are we? It's a vote, isn't it, on Twitter? Anyway, go on
believe
Twitter,
so,
guys,
yeah.
and vote for your driver of the day. I'm going to vote for FIFA Plays, just because 7 places gained. Or it's between Spyro's Virus and FIFA Plays for me. Spyro's has had a great strategy against 20 Boy Junior, and FIFA, I mean, he has had those few spins, but he's been massively gaining. And actually, if we pay attention, FIFA Plays is as close as the Chris is to O's but between the Williams and the Toro Rossos in both fights for the first driver and the second driver, isn't it? If you look.
It is.
I reckon FIFA will probably get this move done. And just ahead is Bovie Dweller, but a lap ahead, if you can see.
Yeah, so the top 5 are pretty much going to be cemented. It's just what order.
If you check, FIFA Plays is on a lot fresher of tyres than every car around him.
Spyro's Virus comes across the start-finish line. 2 laps to go here in Bahrain.
Spyro levels runs wide. Will FIFA Plays get the move done? Into the double left-hander. We know Levels is struggling here, and Levels doesn't run wide this time. And it's all coming down to P6 for FIFA Plays and Levels. And look how much ERS FIFA has played. He can run a hot lap in the last lap of the Grand Prix. Levels runs wide. The Chris is kind of losing touch
20
now.
boys. 20 boys got more than one issue right now. His ERS is low and he is flashing yellow on the fuel gauge.
No,
so he
it's
is
gone now.
jeopardy of possible. Yeah, it's been flashing off and on for most of this lap.
Okay, I wonder if FIFA Plays is going to get the move down the straight. This is the closest battle now. Oh, he's going down the inside. Is he going to get done in straight line? Yes, he is. No, he isn't.
No.
Levels is going to fight back, but he runs massively wide. And FIFA will get P6.
So Spyro's Virus is going to come down the front stretch to begin the final lap here at the Bahrain
Unless
Grand
something
Prix.
really bad happens to him, in which he will only be demoted down to P5 as well, might I add, because he's a lap ahead of everyone from P5 downwards. He will take the win of the Grand Prix. 20 can't make 8 seconds in a lap.
And 20 boys in dangerous predicament when it comes to fuel.
And he's in traffic as well. No, because everyone's fuel gauge goes red on the last lap.
Spyro's Virus
if
isn't
you've
flashing.
not got spare fuel. If you've not got spare fuel. If you see now, yellow's in sector 3.
It's Levels.
I think his position is confirmed anyway, so it doesn't really matter anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't. Spyro's coming up the hill for the final time.
Oh, 20 boy one's right as well. He's starting his weave already as he knows he's coming home for the win of the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Coming around the final corner and
of the
on
final
to
lap.
The front stretch. Spyro's Virus is
Takes
the winner
win
in the F2 category here in Bahrain. 20 Boy Jr. will come across to take P2.
O's
and
still
destroy his car in the
possibly,
process.
if he makes a mistake up the hill, yellow's in sector 3 again.
I think that's for 20 Boy after crossing the start-finish line.
O's, if he makes a mistake up the hill, which he doesn't. Look, now you can see everyone's fuel gauge is flashing yellow.
Yeah.
Red, I mean.
So Ols is going to come around the final corner
Anyway,
and
who
he
do
will
you want to do
complete the
interviews
podium.
with? Because now we have to decide that. I reckon Spyros Virus for the win. Like, come
Yeah,
on. And maybe FIFA plays with Bovie Dweller, possibly.
yeah, I think those three would be perfect.
Alright, do you want me to invite them? Oh, I have to suggest them, but... Wait, can you read FIFA Plays game tag, please? Oh, yeah, no, there's no underscore. That's what I got wrong. There's FIFA Play suggested. Spyros Virus. I know his gamer tag. Is there an underscore between Spyros and Virus? Yes. And Bovie Dweller. I know his.
Okay.
Anyway, so
So I think we'll.
and also, wait, what three drivers were on the podium? The Chris, Spyros, and okay. Spyros, I'm not sure if you knew, but there was a 5 second penalty on 20 anyway because of speeding in the pit lane. So really, you had 8 seconds in the end on 20. Um, anyway, 20. How do you feel after P2 in your debut race in F2? You made mistakes, and I guess after your pit lane penalty, you kind of knew that the race win wasn't in touch. Yeah, 1-2 for Rhino. Anyway, Bovie Dweller, you started from P. What position did you start? I can't remember. And you finished P6. Um, you went on to the mediums. Do you have? Why did you go on to the mediums mid race? Okay. Um, FIFA players, you had the front wing damage at the start of the race, but then you didn't pit on the first lap. You continued until your normal pit stop, and you went on to super softs when you could have gone on to mediums and just completed the race on those. What was the point of that? You started from the back after a qualifying incident. Can you tell us what happened in qualifying? It was up the hill and someone stopped. He was on the racing line and we caught that, so hmm you would have got past the Williams anyway because he spun on the last lap, so yeah, he was struggling a lot. Alright. Spirus Virus. Um, so I guess this is your debut race in F2, isn't it? Are you hoping for a promotion at the end of the year? Yeah? Yeah.
For the F1